What's up, guys and gals?
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to yet another weekly rendition of your favorite podcast, What's the Diff?
That's us.
A podcast where we dive into topics that are very similar, but also a little different. Things that often get confused, things you might not think about, things you wish you knew more about, but you haven't looked into for some silly reason.
Do it.
Don't worry. We did it all for you, and after every episode, you'll be able to say, actually, a little bit more.
I am CEO Josh. With me today is Tall Neck Cully and Sleeping Bag Keenan.
Oh, okay. I didn't get it at first. I was like, what is that? Is my neck really that long?
Can I... what's the theme of that? There's not like a theme of that.
The theme is our topics, which our topics today are
I didn't get that at all.
Steve Jobs.
That checks out.
Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates, Down versus Synthetic, and Llamas versus Alpacas. I did it because last time Cully was like, call me a horse girl. And I was like, you son of a bitch. That's actually a good way for us to segue for our names. Because when it comes to thinking of things of threes, I was starting to run out after 39 times doing it.
Yeah.
What's 39 times 3? Yeah, that's like the most combination of anything in the world.
That's like at least 7.
7.
So
That's it.
You're both right. It's at least both those numbers.
Exactly.
At the end, we'll play the no-name trivia game with Keenan hosting as Cully defends his championship title.
I don't know why I stumble over my words when I'm doing the shit that I've researched, but when it comes to like weird ass trivia, I'm like, oh, I know that.
Because you're autistic.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I forget about that. Crazy fucking autistic, man. Shapes and shit.
I got boogers on my ass for sure,
I
yeah.
got bugs in my ass. Yeah, fucking autism. Have an opinion and or want to hear one of your topics debated, or just want to say hi to us. Just do it. Say hi. Send us a message. Be like,
Kiss me through the phone.
yeah, I drove a car today. Just talk to us. You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or a text at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
Also, you, specifically, you are not a bitch.
Yeah, we want to clarify because Josh made a horrible mistake last time.
Yeah, I want to clarify something about what I said last
Our
time.
PR guy was upset.
About the space thing that I said.
Ugh.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever said.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I
Yeah.
couldn't even Google to fact check because I don't even know what the fuck you said.
Do you know how long I tried to Google
You're
that?
still gonna find.
Oh my god! I was going through it. I'm like, I'm fucking idiot. Stupid shit. Shouldn't have said
Validate me.
God damn it. So anyway, yeah. That was dumb.
What he said? Can we say because they might not have heard the last episode? Say what you said.
Dude, I don't even remember.
Well, you're the
what
one
I
that brought it up
said.
again.
It was so stupid. I don't remember
He was
what
like,
I said.
if you took everything in the galaxy and pushed it together so that it's touching, it would fit within the United States.
Yeah, it was something like that.
But then one star is bigger than.
Yeah,
One,
we were
like,
so yeah.
What about the sun?
I'm sure there was something that made you say that, and I wish we could. I wish we knew.
I think it's
there is something that made me
the
say that.
amount
Insanity.
of, like, if you took every
Yes.
single atom and molecule in our universe and put it together so that everything was touching, it would fit inside the United States. That's what I'm thinking.
I think that's what it was.
Because it's just to
He's
like
oh
exemplify.
yeah, for sure that's what it was.
I don't know. That sounds better than what the fuck I said.
Because it exemplifies like how big, like how much space there are within like our own frameworks with like atoms and things,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
also just how big our universe
That
is.
would make
how it
sense.
can be condensed.
If only we actually knew.
Yeah,
Also-
if only I said true facts.
Yeah, like the true fact that if you took every single living human on Earth and smashed them together into a big mass of flesh and bone and disgusting, it would fit in a sphere as big as Central Park.
Really?
What was the fact that said about bacteria? If you took every individual bacteria that exists on Earth and laid it out in a line, it would go to like Pluto and back or some shit. It was crazy.
Maybe.
Wow.
Or no, it was like light year. No, it was
I don't know.
True facts.
I'm not going to chime in on these facts anymore.
It was actually crazy.
No, there was this really good one where it's like if you took every single human and like you skinned them and then like put all the skin molecules
Jesus Christ,
together
what-
into a line and like spun it around Earth, every human would be dead.
Maybe.
Speaking of dead things,
Josh? Did you try it?
not yet.
Oh my god, I spilled all over my fucking chin, my neck.
Not the chin neck.
My check.
You check.
Ah, my
Speaking
nin.
of dead things, Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates.
Bro. Fuck.
Dude.
Jesus.
What? It's not too soon. Let me give you the gist.
He's dead.
Steve Jobs, born February 24th, 1955, and died October 5th, 2011. It's kind of cool. I had the same birthday as Steve Jobs.
13 years ago? Almost 14?
Yeah, 13 years ago. R.I.P.
Dude, time flies.
Oh, my God.
After COVID, there's like a huge gap in life where we're just like, oh, that was like 15 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was like pre-COVID,
Fuck.
everything, and then now it's just like, it's pre-COVID and then now.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Wow.
I don't like it.
BCE. Before
We were
COVID
all like,
era.
yeah, we were all like, oh, life can be that shitty.
Yeah.
And then everything just kind of like been different since.
I love that everybody just kind of forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody said like, okay, COVID's over, we're good. People were just like,
It's just like
I don't
the
wanna do-
memes just got more depressing and
yeah, it's
real.
like I don't want to do this anymore.
I mean, they kind of did. Like, Biden came in and was just like, all right, enough you have the vaccines. Go outside and play.
Yeah, but
And we're all like, cool. I don't want to be 6 feet apart from people. I want to be right behind them in line while they wait for their medicine.
yeah, I hate that.
You know who didn't wait for medicine? Steve Jobs.
Yeah, he denied it.
Yeah, he was.
How can the smartest man like did
I
not
will-
ever just like a smart man like that?
I would say that
People are interesting.
he's kind of smart, but like when you like
Yeah.
put him up next to Bill Gates, I'm like, God damn, Steve Jobs is a dumbass motherfucker.
Bill Gates reads like what 3 books a day or some shit.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
He goes out to a private island in San Juan's and just reads.
Yeah, he also did that on Epstein Island, but we'll get to that.
Oh,
Steve Jobs was born in San Francisco and was adopted.
San Francisco.
He co-founded Apple Incorporated
Did he
and was
really?
also the founder of NEXT and a majority shareholder of Pixar.
He made the word next.
No,
That was like the OG computer something software or something.
there was a lot of OG computer stuff that Steve kind of helped out with, but I think he was kind of more of like the ideas guy, not really like the building side of things.
Oh, okay.
Bill Gates, though, he was born October 28th, 1955. So you know how Steve and I have the same birthday?
Yeah.
You and Coley, you being Bill Gates and Coley being Coley, your birthdays are a couple weeks apart.
Wow.
It's such a coincidence.
Holy
How many days
cow.
from me am I? If you took the average of both their birthdays and then you, how many days am I apart
Good question.
from the average?
So
I
Bill
can't
Gates.
count. So
Bill Gates was born October 28th, 1955, and died April 17th, 2028.
That's my half birthday, April. Oh my God, it's science!
everything's connected.
He was born in Seattle, and he was not adopted. He co-founded Microsoft with his childhood friend, Paul Allen. He held the position of chairman, CEO, president, and chief software architect at one point or another.
Chief.
I am the chair, man. I have the big chair.
I
Worked my way up from chair boy to chairman.
So let's dive into Steve Jobs a little bit.
Let's dive
Get into him.
into
Let's dive into
it.
So I just tried to find some little things that I kind of thought was interesting about their lives. So I'm not doing like a giant dive into them, but maybe into these kind of small aspects.
Give me a word for word dialogue of the entire Steve Jobs Ashton Kutcher movie.
What? They have a
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that he they did. Yeah, there was a time that they were just like, "Hey, tech giants, you want movies about you?"
Yeah.
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 So, Steve Jobs. His parents wanted him, but his grandparents didn't approve of his father's Muslim faith. So, his mother, Joanna, and his father, Abdullah Fattah, also known as John, secretly had Steve in San Francisco and wanted to have a closed adoption to college graduates. The first family that was selected said no after they found out Steve was a boy.
Okay.
They're like, no, we
Yeah,
want a girl.
so Steve. Oh, Steve's a boy. We didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
We
thought it
thought
was
you were
like,
just
I
progressive.
thought you said Lacey.
Nope. Steve.
Thought it was a speech impediment.
Pretty different from Lacey, but yeah, I know. I heard it wrong.
Yeah.
His adoptive parents, Paul and Clara, were not college grads, but somehow got the baby anyways.
Huh.
Paul came from a Coast Guard ship in San Francisco, and he said, "Bet I can find a wife in 2 weeks." And shortly after, met Clara, a woman of Armenian descent, and bounced around the country until Clara wanted to move back. Oh, they got married like that same year too.
Oh, that's
So
quick.
it took him a little bit longer than 2 weeks, but I mean, he found his wife within 2 weeks, so that's pretty cool.
Locked it down.
Yeah, those Coast Guard guys, they really can lock it down. After an ectopic pregnancy, they looked to adopt.
Those are scary.
Real scary.
Those could be super dangerous, deadly.
Yeah, thank you, Texas, for not allowing women to have those anymore.
What is it? What is that?
Oh boy! Without looking it up, and my vast knowledge, it's basically like I think the baby gets like almost like stuck in the fallopian tube.
Yeah.
So like the egg, it gets impregnated there and doesn't drop into the cervix, and so since it's not like in that good area where it needs to be, the baby's basically like dead on arrival, and it slowly like can die and like kill the mother.
Yeah. It's not good.
Oh wow, that sounds like bad, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the way to fix that is to have an abortion, even if the baby's dead. So there's some, states around the U.S. that you can't really have that anymore because doctors are like, I'm not touching that.
But
I hate this planet.
It's pretty neat. So Joanna almost refused to sign the adoption papers
What?
until Paul and Clara agreed to pay for his college tuition.
Oh, okay.
Talk about an expensive promise. That was like $100 back then.
100
Almost
bucks for-
ruined him.
Wow.
Steve hated when Paul and Clara were referred to as his adoptive parents, calling his mom and dad, quote, my sperm and egg bank, unquote.
ew.
That's gross.
But I'll refer to them as his adoptive parents because I don't care too much about dead CEOs.
Yeah.
He attended Reed College in Bend, Oregon, somewhere in Oregon, in 1972 before withdrawing the same year. He didn't want to waste his parents' money on an education he felt was meaningless.
Okay.
Because he still dropped in on the classes that some of the classes he wanted to take anyway, one of them being a calligraphy class. It's why the Macintosh had multiple fonts when it released. Because he was just like, this shit's cool.
Why not multiple? Why one when multiple?
Yeah. So don't skip down gen ed courses, kiddos.
Like reading.
In 1974, he went to India to seek enlightenment. When he returned to the U.S., he changed his appearance to a shaved head and took LSD, stating, one of the 2 or 3 most important things I had done in my life. That LSD
Shaving
part.
his head.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He went to go seek enlightenment and just took LSD after that. Like, I feel like that's one of the first things you do. Is like, all right, let's do LSD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
then you go on the path of enlightenment,
Yeah.
not like
he went to India, and there was like a place that he was trying to go to that like a lot of people would go to seek enlightenment, but the person who was running it, I think, died like a year prior, so there was like no one there. So he tried to go to like a different one or something. So he was only in India for like 7 months when he returned back to the U.S. And then
So not enough time to take a tap of acid.
No. But like he became a practitioner of Zen Buddhism as well. He I guess worked for Atari, I think, before he left. And so he came back and worked for Atari again, which he worked with this guy, Steve Wozniak, another person of Apple,
Oh, Steve.
to reduce the amount of chips needed for a game called Breakout. One of Atari's breakout games. Together, they would learn more about personal computing, and Wozniak completed a basic design for the Apple I computer. So, I mean, it was mostly Steve Wozniak was kind of like, doing the heavy lifting when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And Jobs was just basically like, do it.
I
got it.
I'm here too.
I'm the idea guy.
Basically. And that's all that I found super interesting at that point.
You're so just yeah.
So here's some little
Wearing
bits that I
socks.
also saw in there.
What?
Just going full sock out. Is that a hole in your sock?
No.
All socks have at least one hole, Keenan.
On the left?
No,
on the
it's
inside?
fuzz right
Oh.
there. I got fuzzy socks.
Those are nice smart wool socks.
Yeah, I like smart wool. Anyway, sorry, Josh.
It's okay. I'm going actually away from Smart Wool now. I think I'm in the it's like Darn Tough or something.
Darn
socks.
Toughs are good.
I
Um,
have some of those too.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. Smart Wools, they used to be super good, and now they're kind of mediocre.
Yeah, these are the older pair.
Yeah, they used to be. You could wear them for life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these ones last forever. They're a little stretched out, but they're still like small for my foot, so it works.
Nice.
I prefer toe socks.
Yeah, I
so.
buy like a women's 6 so it stays tight longer.
Mm.
Do you bind your feet like old Chinese women?
What?
Chinese
Do you not
foot,
know about that?
Asian foot binding?
Yeah. Mainly done in China because it was seen as women with smaller feet to be like ideal. So they would bind their children's feet to be like a size 3, even though they're fully grown women.
Oh.
They have like little clubs for feet.
What?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'd have a really hard
Learning.
time walking.
So look it up. It's horrible.
It's terrible. The things we
fuck?
do for love.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, speaking of love, he had a baby with his high school girlfriend, Chrisanne Brennan.
Croissant.
They broke up, I think, sometime in high school, but after they both got into Buddhism and India and stuff, they got back together. But things got shaky again after Apple started taking off. Chrisanne had a baby, Lisa Brennan, which Jobs says wasn't his. He took a paternity test that revealed 94.1% certainty that it was his, to which he said 28% of the male population in the United States could be the father. What a douche.
What does that mean? No. That's,
Wow.
what?
I have absolutely no idea. Somehow the 5.9% uncertainty relates back to like 28% that it could be others.
Imagine how Maury. No. Hold on one second. Calculate. 28%, statistically, 28% of the United States adult population could be the father. Okay, I'm done.
Fuck you, man. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So, hey,
everyone be like, boo.
a fourth,
And,
a quarter of you guys in here, you fucked her, didn't
He's
you?
probably that. He's probably that right there. He never would have made the computer because everyone would have been like, boo. He would have shamed himself into exile.
Yeah.
And then one of the crazy things
if
about
only.
it,
How are you gonna be a Buddhist and then come back and be like, no.
yeah.
That's
So
not very Buddhist of you, dude.
it's like, I don't know. He kind of seemed like not a great guy.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen the Ashton Kutcher documentary?
No, documentary.
Didn't Michael Fassbender do a movie about him too?
Ooh, that was a better one actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they came
That
out
was a
with
lot
the
better.
Ashton Kutcher one, and then Michael was like, "Watch this."
Hey, that's a fun teen flick. Watch this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a real actor.
I'm a real actor.
my cock is huge.
Okay.
Were
His cock's
you
huge.
saying that out loud as you or?
What? No, Michael Fassbender. I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. Maybe no,
Here's a fun fact, though. Actors and peen size.
Oh, I know what you're
Apparently,
saying.
Willem Dafoe
Mhm.
has like the biggest dick in all of Hollywood.
that checks out.
They had to give him
Yeah.
a stand-in for a scene that his cock was going to be out because they said like people aren't going to believe this. Like,
It's too big. It's like massive.
Yeah, that's a compliment. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to hire somebody. We paid someone a salary just to make sure your dick wasn't in the shot. Too big.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that always that veiny? Is there that many veins usually?
We can't actually fit this in the scene, so.
Where is the blood in your body? How do you survive?
Huh?
yeah, I think you have one of your arteries in your penis.
Yeah, probably. Just has fucking like his femoral artery just goes into his dick.
Ew.
Doing biopsies is probably going to be easy.
Probably.
But yeah, like even though he was like, "That's not my baby," back to Steve, not William Dafoe. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about him other than his cock.
Apparently, he's really nice.
Willem Dafoe's
Like, good guy.
he's creepy.
He's a good actor, though.
Oh my! Have you seen The Lighthouse with him and Robert Pattinson?
No,
Yeah.
but I wanna.
Such a good movie. Such a weird.
Stop with the fucking thoughts!
Such a weird movie. Now that I'm recounting.
It's a weird movie. Anyway,
Speaking of recounting, yeah. So he was all Steve.
If you ever want to see Robert Pattinson with bucket of cum on his face, watch The
Batman.
Lighthouse
yeah.
or Batman.
Steve Jobs. he was like, "This is not my baby. This is not my baby." And then he like suggested the name for the baby.
It's not mine, but name it Steve.
Name it Lisa. And then also he named his next computer like the Lisa Macintosh or something.
So
like,
deep down, he knew it was his baby.
yeah, he 100% knew.
So why did
Was it an ugly
what's
baby
the girl's
or
name?
something?
Carrie.
Chris Ann?
Why was she like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll name her Lisa, even though you're a complete dick and
I'm not exactly sure because like all I don't know.
money.
Their relationship
Yeah.
is really
he paid
odd
him a lot.
Money.
because like at the same time like he like before he started Apple he went to this place like One Family Farm or something and it was like a spiritual experience for him and that's why they got the name Apple is because he worked at the apple orchard there for like a long time.
Oh wow.
And so that's actually that same
Genius.
farm is where Chris Ann Brennan had Lisa.
Was Lisa an apple when she came out?
Probably.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So yeah, just kind of giant douche move right there.
Sounds like a pretentious fucking San Francisco hippie fucking college kid, dude.
Well, he wears turtlenecks.
Yeah,
so.
which I mean that's also the
War.
thing is that he wasn't like he was a hippie post high school and stuff. Like his parent, like his dad was like a machinist. His mom like just did random
Like classic
stuff.
70s.
Yeah. So, yeah, his net worth at 23 was 1 million. At 25, it was 250 million.
Frick on a stick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He left Apple in 1985 after fighting a lot with the C-suite and the board, but returned in 1997. In that time, he worked with that NEXT and Pixar.
I don't know he worked for Pixar.
Yeah, he was he was on the board and a majority shareholder at Pixar. He was diagnosed with cancer in 2003. So he died 8 years later. When he got the diagnosis, I think it was a pancreatic cancer. I just read it. I should know. He said no to modern treatments and went with alternative medicine for 9 months. Later, noting that he regretted this decision as his health declined.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, like when he had this, and it was like a really rare type of cancer too, and the surgery could have probably elongated his life more, but nope.
Yeah, he made his choice.
Yeah, he made his bed, had his apple and ate it too.
Yeah, tea tree oil isn't going to fix your cancer, bro.
I know. Oh man.
I just rub peppermint oil on my forehead and then I go to bed.
Call it good.
But not. Okay.
He resigned from Apple January 17th, 2011, which was a year and a half after he had a liver transplant. So, I mean, this man was sickly when he was doing all those, like, look at the iPhone.
Yeah, he looked thin as fuck.
Oh, yeah. So that's some interesting things about their Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Now let's get to the real show.
Bill Gates.
Bill was small for his age and bullied a lot as a child.
You piece of shit.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah. At a young age, he wrote a program in the BASIC language to allow people to play tic-tac-toe on a computer. Back then, you actually had to pay big companies like General Electric for computer time, like actual blocks. I think it might be just the fact that it used so much electricity that you had to be like, hey, here's my block to use the computer so I don't bring down the whole network.
Jesus.
But like, could you imagine paying to use like a computer or something whenever you wanted? Like that'd be so ass.
And a really big one at that.
Yeah.
That doesn't really do much comparatively. I mean,
Yeah.
Obviously, but
he and his friends actually found ways to exploit a bug that would allow them to get free computer time. So they would just continue to like write code and play on the computer and
life
stuff.
hack.
Damn.
Original life hack.
He was able to write some code to automate school class scheduling with his best friend, Kent Evans. They both were him, Kent Evans, Paul Allen, and some other kids, like, were all into this, like, programming stuff. And so, yeah, they were like, hey, get this school class scheduling thing going on. We'll pay for your computer time and give you some royalties.
Oh.
And you're like,
Okay.
cool. They wanted to get it done before their senior year started, but in the summer going into their senior year, Kent died in a mountain climbing accident.
Oh,
So Bill enlisted Paul
Yikes.
Allen to help.
wait. So were they doing this program for like the school, or were they doing it to like fuck with the school?
For the school.
Okay, for the school.
Yeah, the school basically was paying them to do it.
I wonder if him hacking to like get more computer time was the first ever computer hack.
It's a good question. I
No,
mean, 'cause it's not like traditional computer hacking. It was just an exploit, like a bug, like how Coley thought that he had a bug to have any gun that he wanted in COD.
I did. I had it for a second, and then it took it away from me. It was there though.
Yeah, so it's kind of more something like that. Let's see some other things about Bill. He was a congressional page for the House of Representatives, and him and Paul created traffic counters using like Intel's really early on CPUs.
So instead of people out on the street counting the cars as they went by, they made a program.
Yeah, I think that's how it went.
Okay.
Which is still used to, I mean, not that exact program, but
I think
now
traffic counter just means like how many people are like on a web page, like web traffic, not like actual car traffic.
Yes.
well, there
right.
was no web at the time.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was
I'm pretty sure it's traffic,
like actual car traffic.
like car traffic,
Oh.
because
Yeah.
that's something that we use every single day.
Not me.
Not you, I do.
I don't. I fly.
Yeah, you have to know exactly how many cars,
car
how many
traffic.
trucks, and stuff like that are being used on roads to basically figure out like funding and stuff for them. Like, because you don't want to fund like a side road that gets like 300 cars, the annual daily traffic, like compared to like the freeway, which gets like 60,000 ADT.
Damn. You sound like you work for roads and stuff.
I work for the. I am for the streets, Coley. Thank you.
I'm for the
I'm not from the
streets.
streets. I'm for the streets.
Bill scored a 1590 out of 1600 on his SATs.
Loser.
Right? Couldn't get perfect.
Fucking idiot.
Smart cookie.
I'd get
I
it
thought
like
they're out of 2,000.
Okay, so back in the day, it was 800 for. So it's out of 800 for each one, and they only had two. When we went to school, they added an additional one, and that bumped it up to 2,400.
Oh yeah.
Since then, they've actually taken one of those parts away and reverted back to the 1600 system.
What?
okay. I never took one of those.
You take an
Don't-
SAT?
Nope. Don't give a fuck.
I mean, you probably took the PSAT because that was required.
Nope.
Yeah, you did.
We
Don't
all
think
had
so.
to.
I don't think
It was
so.
through the school.
Yeah.
Like they had a whole
They
block
sat
out
you
for
down
it.
in lunch, or in the lunchroom area. SAT, I had to go to Seattle, or no, I just went to Western. I think
Yeah, I was gonna say I went to Western and was
Yeah.
like in a hall.
that was the most nerve-wracking day of my life.
Oh,
yeah,
I did take the PSAT. I
Yeah.
didn't care
yeah.
about anything. And when I was taking it, this is terrible, but I was really fucking pissed off about it. It was like you had to put your backpacks and phones and shit like in the front of the room. I think that was the PSAT. But Aaron Morris, his alarm went off on his phone because it was first thing in the morning. And he's like, oh, I'll just go turn that off. And they're like, you failed. He's like, what? It's my fucking alarm. And they're like, nope, you failed.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They immediately failed him. Like, you have to come back on Saturday. He's like, why? Just let me turn off my phone. Like 2 seconds.
You're like, what is he supposed to do? Just let it keep going?
No, but
And then it go off like every 10 minutes?
no, they kicked him out. Like, they took his test and were like, you have leave. It was ridiculous.
They're like, this is how it's gonna be in real life when you take the SATs.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck kind of rule is that? Like, it's clearly his alarm. What is he going to Google everything in like 2 seconds?
Just so fucking.
SAT answers.
Yeah. Continuing on to Bill.
Yeah.
He went to Harvard to study, but later dropped out after him and Alan started Microsoft, and that's micro-soft
Oh.
for microcomputer and software.
Probably
in
'cause-
1975.
Never mind.
He's micro and I'm soft. And together we have the same size
Exactly.
penis. This is a lot of cock in this episode.
It's called peen.
They dropped the hyphen in 1976, and Bill never returned to Harvard. But anyone who says, like, well, XXX dropped out, And look at them. Let them know that they were the pioneer of a new forefront of technology, not a pothead who could do a kickflip half the time.
Oh,
It's pretty funny.
Microsoft wrote a lot of computer systems, and Gates would review every line of code for the first 5 years of the company.
he can also jump over a chair by standing.
Yeah, he's really good at jumping
He's
over
pretty
chairs.
What?
Have you
There's
not seen that?
a classic video of him in an interview. He's like, "I can jump over that chair."
Bill Gates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does it on live interview. He just jumps over a chair in a room, and they're like, "Oh wow, it's fucking weird."
Microsoft wrote. I already said that. Microsoft partnered with IBM because Bill's mom mentioned his company to the CEO, John Opel. Thanks, Mom.
Shout out to moms if they're cool.
Yeah, if they're cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching the video?
He jumps over a chair.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
So
jumps over a
unathletic
chair.
looking. It's just like, I got to jump over that chair right now.
That's
I've
why
been
it's
practicing.
great.
Watch him. I wish. Oh, what if he just fell?
The lady interviewing is like, "Oh, okay."
Microsoft would plummet if he just fell.
Oh yeah, and fall with him.
Sell.
Microsoft launched Windows November 20th, 1985 to try and beat out Apple's Macintosh graphic. Macintosh's
Oh.
graphic user interface, GUI, the first of its kind.
Gratchip.
I wrote graphic. I don't know. And it didn't have an underline on it. So I'm like, is graphic actually a word?
I don't know. We gotta look that up.
Graphic.
No, that's not a word.
I mean, why would it not have an underline? Yeah. I mean, even Google even knew it was just like graphic.
I think it's fucking with you. It's like, oh, he's gonna read this out loud to people. It'd be funny.
They knew.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways. Some little bits about Bill. He and his wife at the time created the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 1994, which has provided $34.6 billion to different causes. They've also together have given out like around 16 billion or so, because in total they've provided $50 billion to charities.
Shit.
One thing that he believes is that climate change and global access to energy are interrelated issues.
Shout out, Bill Gates.
That
Shout out,
checks
Bill.
out.
They got divorced in 2021, but the process started in 2019 with Melinda having concerns about his name on the Epstein list. They delayed the divorce scene until their youngest daughter graduated high school. How nice of them, because
Yeah.
she would have been so broken.
Yeah, it's a sticky situation to be in.
Yeah,
sure.
Which I mean, the Epstein thing is kind of crazy because, like, in the past,
ridiculous.
he's just like, yeah, you know, me and Epstein, we've met a couple of times to talk about my philanthropy and stuff, but you know, not really much more. And then when like the Epstein stuff came out, Bill was like, I've never seen that man in my life.
Okay.
Talk about
Lair.
sketchy.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird, and
There's something
so
fishy going on here.
yeah, so they divorced Melinda, not Gates and Epstein, but Bill and Melinda.
They kind of did in a way.
In a way,
Yeah.
yeah. So, in 1999, he was the first person to surpass a net worth of $100 billion.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucked.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it's absolutely wild.
That's crazy. Like, and what is it like? Trying to understand the difference between a million and a billion. A million seconds is 11 days, and a billion seconds is 32 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Like that's gross.
Yeah,
He has $100 billion.
it's just unfathomable. I can't say that word.
It's unfathomable.
It's unfathomable.
Fat hammable.
Ham.
So yeah, I guess one thing that I wish that I had a little bit more time to look into,
Oh, it's fat hum.
Fat Humble,
Yeah.
was I guess they did have a little bit of a rivalry. I mean, towards the end there, we heard that Bill was trying to make Windows to be a competitor of the Apple operating system that was being made.
Billy Gates.
Yeah. And so they kind of had like little battles in between.
Fight.
Yeah. I mean, Apple won the phone war. So, but
Yeah.
in general, I would say Microsoft won the computer war.
Yeah.
I feel like Apple definitely has its place when it comes to creatives. Like they kind of own that market. But Microsoft kind of owns everything else.
Everything, gaming, all that shit.
Definitely.
Yeah. Halo.
So yeah, that's enough. Deep throating CEOs.
Deep throating CEOs.
Yeah, spin on that thing.
I knew before I even researched this, I was like, somebody's gonna make a reference to that. I fucking hate that shit.
Spit on it like what?
Like an alpaca or a llama.
Tell me more.
Yeah, why do they spit?
They don't
Is this the
actually.
threat thing.
Well, so they
do
to,
spit.
like-
I've been spit on by one. I got spit on.
Fucking
No,
shut-
you never got spat on.
No, you weren't. It doesn't. It's not like.
You got gleeked on.
No, you got barfed on. Basically, it comes from a
Oh.
chamber in one of their stomachs. Yeah, they just like. Yeah, it's fucking wild. Yeah, so it's not like saliva or anything. They just. And then you're covered in barf, and it's like the stinkiest, like smelly shit that they have in their gut that they use to like get people away.
So they're biling on you.
Yes, basically they bile on you, and then you're like, dude, you smell like shit. Get the fuck away from me.
Pile on the bile.
And they're like, dude, you spit on me. And I'm like, yeah, you smell like shit, bro. Get out of here. Fucking weirdo.
Loser. Fucking loser.
Fucking loser. So, llamas and alpacas. Here's some differences. Here they are, right here. Size is a big deal. Llamas are bigger than alpacas. Like usually, I think llamas are about average 300 pounds. Alpacas are about 100. The ears are different. Llamas have large banana-shaped kind of curving ears that come off the top of their head. They kind of curve in. Big ears. And alpacas have shorter, like kind of pointy ears. Batman ears. Yeah. Llamas have a more elongated horse-like face, which fits with the family they're in, the camelids. So like camels and that kind of shit.
Not the factory.
No, not the. I still haven't figured that out. that's so dumb. Yeah, they're more. Alpacas have a shorter, more rounded kind of face. The big thing for alpacas is alpaca wool or fleece. Llamas have 2 coats of hair, a soft undercoat and a coarser outer coat, which I think you can make stuff out of alpaca hair or llama hair, but it's not as common.
Like a house.
Yeah, like a car. But definitely like alpaca wool is
The softest. thing.
fucking everywhere, and it's amazing. So good. So good. And because they have all that fleece and that wool, that's kind of like nowadays. That's not that alpaca's only job really is just to be shorn and used for clothing. I mean, well, as not like the llamas, they're just pack animals, kind of like mules in the last episode.
Yeah, all packed up.
Put shit on them and head on out.
Yeah, go walking.
They both have
Wait, llamas are. Which one's more?
llamas are pack animals.
They're big. Those are big.
They're 300
Alpaca are
pounds.
like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn, you could pick up an alpaca.
Yeah.
You could put a llama in your car.
You could.
Yeah, because they like kind of hunker down when they sit, and they're like me.
Well, they are a camelid, as we know.
Yeah, or a camelid. Have I talked about the video before? My favorite camel video. This guy walks around. There's a camel in the back of a truck.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just touches it and it goes. I love that video. Yeah, so they're related to the camel. Not really direct descendants, but like I don't know. They're both fucking weird looking. Llamas have. I'm pretty sure it's llamas that have, or maybe it's alpacas. Fuck, I can't remember. I just researched this. They have. One of them has like super prehensile lips, so instead of like chewing and using their tongue or whatever, their lips like they have 2 flaps up top and then 1 flap on the bottom. So that's how they like and like pull in fucking grass and
As
shit.
camelids
With their
do.
lips.
Yeah, they use their lips. Yum, 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 yum. Llamas have fighting fangs. So they have canines. They have 2 canines on either side in their top jaw, males, and 1 canine on the bottom, but they don't sit like ours do or like dogs or something. They sit out. So they poke out of their mouth horizontally. They use them for fighting. So they just like smack each other with their mouths.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus, the side smack.
Yeah, and they're fucking razor sharp. So people that own them usually like take them and file them down or whatever.
Get him DK9'd.
Yeah, I think they just sort of file them down, which is horrible to think of, but I wouldn't really want to be hit by one either. So that's fucked. Yeah, like I said, they don't spit. It's barf, which is so gross. Yeah. Fun fact about alpacas, they like to poop in one area. If you have alpacas on a farm, they will poop in that one spot.
Like all of them will, or
Well, they have their own. They have their own like
okay.
spot. I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure llamas too. And then a big thing that people have llamas for. Llamas are really good with younger. Oh, what do you call it? Like they're good with
Children?
lambs. No,
Oh.
animal babies. So they're like if the what do you call a mother sheep? A ewe. I think it is a ewe. So the
Soldier
ewe's like,
boy,
I'm gonna
tell
go
him.
out and like go eat some shit in the paddock or whatever, and the baby's like, I'm small and I can't really do anything. The llama comes over and is like, all right, I'm on babysitting duty. I'm just gonna hang out with you guys. Make sure nothing happens.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. 'Cause there's videos of like little baby goats and the sheeps and lambs and whatnot. They like jump up on the llama and like run around on him, like fling themselves off, and the llama's just chilling. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. Like yeah, whatever. Just make sure
Babysitting.
you guys don't get hurt. They hate dogs. It's like bred into them because of where they came from. South
Llama
America.
Land. Oh.
Llama Land.
Welcome to Llama Land.
They originated from like South America, both llamas and alpacas.
That makes sense because when I was in Argentina, there was so many wild
Yep.
alpacas.
Yep.
But they're called something else, and they look a little different.
Alpacas.
Yeah, they do have a different name. I didn't.
They're native and they're super cool. Endemic.
Alpaca.
Alpaca. Anyway, yeah, I like that a lot. That they're super like on chill.
Oh, guanaco.
Guanaco. Yeah,
Mm.
like you
They're a
can
little
leave your
different.
kids
They're like
with
little
me.
mountain.
Yeah, guanacos are a little bit more. I would say like goat-like.
We'd be like chilling on the bus. We drove like 40 hours in the bus. Like my feet were so swollen. But we'd stop and I'd like wake up and look out the window. There's just a llama staring at me. Or no, alpaca. I was like, oh, look at that. Everywhere.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. He's like,
You from around here?
pretty cool.
Fuck. Llamas are really good in.
Bed.
Dude.
Your words, not mine. They're super social, so they live in herds, and like if there's, they live as a family, pretty
Oh,
much.
herd?
So, God damn it!
Sorry.
You guys fuck with me, throw me.
I'm
off something.
sitting here.
I'm throwing you into this too. It's your fault. Yeah, they're super social. They just love hanging around with each other, but file their teeth because, ow.
I'll get you.
Yep. They're super intelligent. They can be trained to perform commands. Like,
Do the dishes.
I wish.
File his teeth.
File his teeth. They live to be about 15 to 20. Yeah. And they originated in the Andes Mountains of South America, like I said.
That would be why I saw it.
Yep. Today llamas are used for a bunch of purposes: fiber production, meat, and therapy animals,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Therapy llama. That'd be cool.
That's the kind of llama that spit on me. I was at a farm volunteering and I got spit on.
By
I
a
got-
therapy llama?
And it will.
Did you like try to talk to them on their break, or did they not take your insurance?
They don't take your. We don't take your insurance.
Sorry, I have to give you some trauma back.
Yeah, we said we're trauma llamas. Not that we fix your trauma, we give you trauma. Alpacas. What about them? Like I said, primarily raised for their incredibly soft and warm fleece, which is used to make textiles like clothing, blankets, yarn. And there are two main breeds of alpacas.
It's pronounced yawn.
Yarn. Blankets and yarn. Two main breeds of alpacas. Huacaya. Look at that. Huacaya.
It's South American, so probably Huacaya and
Huacaya.
Yeah.
And Surrey.
Huacaya.
Alpacas
I
have
don't know,
dense,
man.
crimped fleece, while Surrey alpacas have long, silky locks.
Silky locks?
Beautiful.
Rapunzel.
Let down your alpaca hair.
Alpacas are known for their gentle and docile nature, making them relatively easy to handle and care for. Plus, they're like only 100 pounds, and they're all neck.
That's a big dog.
Yeah, it's a big dog. Yeah, they're like.
Aren't they kind of tall as well? Kind of similar with llamas, or
I mean, they're shaped like llama.
but like scaled down?
Not yeah,
Okay.
because they're usually like 100 some pounds.
So they're
and-
both part of the camelid family, though, right?
Camelid family.
Family.
Yeah. Llamas are more intelligent. Obviously, you can like train it to do things. Alpacas are just kind of like, I'm alive today, and that's it. Not a lot going on upstairs. Pretty low maintenance. They can eat like nothing basically. They eat really sparse shit, kind of like mules. How they could you can go into the woods or wherever, and you're like, oh, I don't really have good shit to eat. It's just kind of crappy sticks and leaves, and they're like, we're good.
Yeah, alpaca look
All
like
set.
a lot more like sheep. They're much shorter.
Yeah,
And they have very fluffy, like their hair hangs over their eyes, whereas llamas
they've got a
pretty
toupee.
camely.
I was gonna say that they have a little bit of a toupee.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, alpacas
They're
are
very
way
cute.
cuter.
Alpacas are very cute, and I've had alpaca wool before. Holy fuck! For
Yeah.
how thin it was incredibly warm.
Dude,
Oh,
I would
let's,
own an alpaca.
Let's see what other people like. They can.
What do you guys think about this? Look. What do you
Look at
think?
it?
Look how fuzzy they
Go
are.
to the
They have that new like broccoli hair kid look.
look at this alpaca.
Oh, I hate that broccoli hair. They need to be sheared a lot. There are people who are like, oh, it's leave them alone. It's not good for them. Like, no, if it gets too long, it can actually be super detrimental to the health of the animal. Like, be like hundreds of pounds on them. Like, if they're out in the sun, like they can't get up and move, and they're just like, I'm fucking baking. So they need to be shorn regularly, and that keeps the quality of the wool kind of consistent. So yeah, they're cool. You
The
guys
guanacos are huge. I think there's like the wool of dogs, but like to alpacas.
So they're more like llamas then, if they're huge.
Yeah, they're big.
Mm-hmm.
From this picture, at least, they're much larger.
Alpacas are definitely the smallest in the
Guanacos.
camelids, unless you have a small camel.
Camels are pretty big.
Camels are huge.
Yeah. The Surrey alpaca is pretty big, actually. Guanacos are fucking big and tall and lanky. Definitely different looking. Cute.
Yeah, that's about it. Kept it kind of short. Not a lot to them. I'm sure you guys are wearing alpaca fuzz out there somewhere.
And if you're not,
If you're not, what are you gonna do to stay warm?
what are you guys wearing right now?
I'm wearing
What are you wearing?
Down.
I got a puffer.
I got a down jacket,
Down jacket? Is that synthetic or down over there?
synthetic.
Synthetic. I thought you just said it was down.
Yeah, that's what it's called, but it's
A down jacket.
I'm not gonna say it's the synthetic jacket.
Puffer. Wearing a puffer.
Puffball coat. Yeah.
What are you wearing?
It feels synthetic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with synthetic.
So I'm wearing a down. That's why I'm fucking hot as shit right now. Oh.
Huh.
What's
Well, what's the
What's the
difference?
difference?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Transitions.
If you guys like the outside places, you need to have a jacket. If you're in a cold spot in a cold time, you need a jacket. Wow. Well, there's two options for you. There's more than that. But these are the two we're talking about. One is alpaca. We're not doing that one.
The other is llama.
So I'm sure you guys have heard of down feathers and synthetic, not feathers. Let's talk about the differences. Down. Do you know what down is?
It's primarily duck feathers,
That's
isn't it?
what I usually am. I'm down for
It's
that.
the little
We're gonna
under.
talk after this.
It's underneath. If it's like a nice, like goose feathers are better, but it can be a mix of
Yeah.
duck and goose usually. But it's not actually the feathers. It's the
It's the fluff
soft
underneath.
fluff underneath the feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
So it's like these clusters of down. You can find them on ducks or geese. Geese is more expensive.
Because they're bigger and harder to catch.
Something like that.
They
But
run away so fast.
Basically, down is really good at trapping air. It's what keeps those guys warm in the air in cold climates. Basically has like the best weight to heat ratio out of like any material.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it has like these little air pockets that like remain, or tiny pockets that like hold a lot of air in and retain all your body heat. Like people use down jackets to stay warm, and especially if you're like a mountaineer, you have to have a down jacket because it's so warm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, best ratio. They're not waterproof though, so if it gets wet, it'll lose its warmth, and it's
It'll
like
lose
really
its
hard to dry out. Too.
Loft.
It's loft, exactly.
Yeah.
Because without loft, it can't hold air. Without air, you're not gonna get.
It's useless.
Yeah. So I was like, how do they get the down from these birds? Well, there's a couple ways. Both are pretty bad because you have to take the feathers off the birds. So there's live plucking, where you pluck the feathers off of the birds.
You wax them.
But a lot of it, I mean, you want to do it when they're molting. Like a lot of like good places do it when they're molting, but there's also like places that don't do that because they just want the feathers for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So you're pulling the feathers off and getting the duck or the down from underneath. There's also post-slaughter plucking. So obviously, if you fucking kill ducks and geese to eat, you can just take the feathers off after.
It's a little bit easier.
I don't think they'll mind.
Yeah, probably not. Either way, we're killing things. There's a thing called RDS, or Responsible Down Standard, that a lot of companies that are larger or more humane will use. So it's like farms that have ethical practices that adhere to this standard. It has to be during, what did I say? Molting periods, yeah. So I think Patagonia is RDS. I think Arc'teryx is RDS. I'm sure Marmot, Columbia, like bigger names, like they mostly should have options for that, and it's more expensive generally. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's talk about other ones too. There's also wool, obviously, that comes from sheep.
Or alpaca.
Alpaca, and then there's synthetic insulation, which is plastic, but it's trying to mimic down.
Yep.
So it's kind of it's interesting. Let's get into it. So down is much more lightweight and compressible. Like I said, highest weight to or lowest weight to heat ratio. Sucks when it's wet. So people started making synthetic. We got Primaloft, Thinsulate. There's a bunch more. It's not as warm for the same weight. We've never actually achieved that. Like we can't quite get it to the same standard like of weight to warmth ratio.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just can't do it.
Not the same R value.
Yep, exactly. But they do perform better in wet conditions because it's plastic. It can get wet. It can be okay. And it'll dry off. And it'll still hold most of its heat even if you're soaked.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper because it's not, you don't have to go through the whole process of getting the feathers off the freaking things. Wool's good, but it sucks when it's wet and it's really itchy. And it can still insulate when it's damp, but sucks. I hate wool. Fleece is kind of similar to synthetic. It's also a plastic. It's just like a cheaper way to do it. The fibers are different. It's not trying to mimic down. It's just a thin layer. But yeah, so down's the best for warmth. If you're like a heavy backpacker or like backcountry something and you're stopping and you're not moving, you want to put like down on because it'll hold your heat in the most. If you're moving and you're like doing a high activity, like high output, synthetic's a little better because if you sweat, well, one, you're not going to be as hot, which is nice. Two, if you sweat, it'll still remain warm.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Because I get too fucking hot.
But I mean, if you're like a super lightweight backpacker, like when I was on my motorcycle trip, I brought my down jacket because I can stuff it in a little pack. My synthetic is like this big.
Yeah. And get it smaller.
Yeah, it gets much smaller. But yeah, so for synthetic insulation, we're just trying to recreate basically with polyester what down does. So there's different companies that make different types of like formations of polyester. Basically just try to make it so it holds the most air as possible while still being compressible. But yeah, it's water resistant. It's more durable too. If you have like a down jacket or pillowcase or a pillow or comforter, like comes out, like the feathers poke you and they come out. And if it's not like a super premium one, they still have like little feather stems and they itch like shit.
Yeah.
Pokey. Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's like, Thinsulate, Primaloft. Those are some good ones. But yeah, it's cheaper. Down's more expensive, but I like having both, one of each basically. So if I'm doing like high output shit, put my synthetic on. There's like a lot of sleeping bags that have both. Like on the bottom, it'll have like synthetic. So if the ground gets a little damp at all, like you won't lose your warmth. But the top is all down, so you keep as much as possible. Pretty cool too. Or like jackets that have that too. Like the armpits will be synthetic, so you're not like sweating through or down. The side panels might have fleece. There's like a mix of everything. Yeah.
Do you use a sleeping bag?
Do I use a sleeping bag?
Yeah, or a quilt?
Yeah. It's down.
You down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but because down is still just better. If you want the best, like warmth and packability, you should get down. There are ones that are hydrophobic. They basically treat the down feathers before they put it into the whatever thing with like DWR, durable water repellent treatment. So the feathers can't really get wet. So yeah, that's a good option too. Yeah. Yeah, my sleep.
So interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Well,
My down jacket was like, or my down sleeping bag was like $400 fucking dollars, and you can get like a equivalent synthetic one for like $250, but it's not gonna be nearly as small or warm.
Yeah.
Like if you want the same warmth, it's gonna be fucking big. It's just sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I have a down pillow too. Fucking love that thing.
I have things to say, but I want to save them for another episode.
Why?
Sleeping bag versus quilt.
Let's do it.
Yep.
What's a quilt?
That's a good one.
A quilt?
Yeah.
You haven't heard about quilts?
A blanket. It's
Oh, because you have a thing like that.
'cause I
Yeah.
have a quilt. Yeah.
Is it down?
They're,
No, it's synthetic.
but they're starting to get a lot more popular just because I think it's a little easier to pack. They're lighter and they can do basically the same
But
job.
your feet get cold because there's air coming in.
No, I can close the toe box.
Yeah.
It's got like a, waist cinch in it. So if I want my feet out, I can stick my feet out. If I want it to be
That's nice.
closed, I can close it. Yeah.
A quilt.
I really like it because I'm laying there and I roll a lot too. So like I've got movement, but I can just flip it open if I get too fucking hot, which I always do.
Yeah, me too.
So I like it. It's pretty thin.
Maybe I'll look into that. My bag's like 10 years old at this point. 11 years old. It's quite old.
Yeah, I had a Nemo bag that was down and it was just too, like, I never slept in it. It was so fucking hot. I was just like,
Yeah,
I
fair.
can't.
You can get less hot ones.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know, and it wasn't that highly rated, but I was like, oh my god, like temperature wise. But it was women's, so it was really wide.
That's nice.
That's the hack. Fuck mummy bags.
Yeah, I have my bag.
They're horrible.
Yeah, it's constricting as fuck.
Sleep in a coffin.
I don't like it.
No, it's
But I
terrible.
also bought it like 11 years ago. There wasn't all this cool shit.
Yeah. No, there's many things.
Now
Anyway,
we got quilts.
we'll talk about.
But yeah.
We'll talk
No,
about
down
that
is
another episode.
down's better. I mean, I like down more. It's just hot. It's warm. It's hot as fuck. Synthetics,
that's-
but like
I
they make
don't
really
like it.
nice synthetic jackets though that aren't like I'm sweating out. I'm not sweating, but I'm like I could be sweating right now if I moved at
Yeah.
all.
Which I mean, I feel like that's like the thing with it is like
It's just hot.
Down gets you so hot, so then you sweat. But then usually you also want to like layer, especially if you're trying to go up to like the mountains or something.
Like if I go backcountry snowboarding, I'll put my down, I'll stuff it in my pack, and you hardly notice it. And then if it's like a really cold day, if we're stopped, I pull it out when I warm up pretty fast because it just takes whatever your body is putting off and like keeps it in there.
yeah, locks it in.
So
I think-
this thing does that.
Yeah, just not the efficiency isn't as much. I think also
Debatable.
down is it's not.
Yeah, we know.
I think down is actually more breathable too, because of so much air pockets that air can get through a little better. So, but it doesn't make it colder necessarily because the air pockets are already warm. It just makes it more breathable.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't even know. This might be down. I don't know. It's very breathable. Like I can wear it like inside and stuff, but
Yeah, and they make different weights of stuff. Like you can get like a fucking synthetic one, like 100-gram one, or like a 200-gram one, or a 300-gram one. Different weights, and it's basically like
I have no idea.
thin to thick. And then they make down, like it's called fill power. You'd be like a 650 is pretty small. This is a 700. I think they make 800, 900s. Basically, it's like just more feathers, more
Yeah.
hot,
Yeah.
and the higher quality goose down, the smaller it'll be able to pack. So you can put you could seriously like,
The price is going to go up and up.
oh
and
my
up
god,
and
it's
up
so
and up.
expensive. Yeah, but you could take a little jacket like this big. If it was like a $900 jacket, maybe like this big, gets freaking huge.
This peck's down
Yeah.
really fucking small.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it's not that. I don't know. It's not that puffy.
yeah.
But
Just don't go outside in the rain and down. Don't do that.
yeah.
You'll be a very sad boy.
Mhm.
Or you could get I think Patagonia makes like basically a raincoat, a down raincoat.
Yeah, if they have like a raincoat exterior, it's probably
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
And then
It's
just
like
down
all
interior.
in one. But
Yeah.
that would be.
And it's probably hydrophobic too, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. I knew somebody that had that, and they were like, "This is a fucking terrible jacket. It's so hot."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're basically sealed in."
Like on a 10-degree day, like Fahrenheit, I could wear this and just a t-shirt and be like, if I went on a walk, I'd be like, I'm warm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
It's
good enough.
crazy what it
Yeah.
does.
It has its uses.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you like hoods with your jackets or
Mhm.
no?
Always.
Yeah. Like this doesn't have a hood, and I hate it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since I bought this, and I was like, it doesn't have a hood. I've been looking for one with a hood.
I mean, if I go like backpacking and I'm like, I'm cold, you put the hood on, it's like, boom, heat just emanating down through.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Yeah.
I like if I already have a hood, like a thick sweatshirt, and I put the puff over it. I have a blue one. It doesn't have a hood. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't
But-
mind having both.
I like this one for the hood because it keeps my ears warm.
Yeah, my ears are warm.
Because my ears warm.
I think like those winter mittens are usually down too, like nice ones down.
Mm, yeah.
Keep your ears hot.
Yeah.
That you see like
Ah.
ladies in New York wearing.
They make down pants. I really want some.
Ladies
I don't,
in
I don't
New
need them. I just think
You just want
it looks
something.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, down pants, down booties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make down shoes. Like North Face has some down puffer shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen them.
I used to have a pair. They ripped open, but
Oh.
yeah, sad. Yeah, cool.
You could sleep in the snow,
Mm-hmm.
not in a tent.
It's laying the snow.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Synthetic for if you live in Washington, you can get one jacket. Get synthetic. It's wet.
It's very wet
Yeah.
here.
Anyway,
Wet.
kind of short topic,
A
but
little cheaper.
it's what it is. That's the
That's-
things. That's them. That's the topic.
It's what it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Little
Well.
short day. I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice being short.
Yeah. Yes, I love it.
That's my favorite thing.
Great.
Yeah, it's average.
Speaking of average, I think our average band is ready to transition us to the no name trivia game.
Dude, if we had the average white band, I would cry. I love them.
Who?
Average white band.
Saying the name doesn't help me.
Average. Listen closely.
I said I'm down, not slow.
What's the difference?
Saying like down, like forward things, like letting our friends at the game show play their music. Hit it.
How do they play the same thing every time?
That's what they're paid for.
Jesus.
That's why
no
I let
slip
him,
ups.
That's why I let him eat the pizza box after I'm done.
That's where they go. Huh. Because I always see like you get pizza and then the box is gone. And it's not in the trash or anything. That makes sense.
Yeah, they gotta eat.
Yeah.
Welcome to the No Name Trivia Game Show. I'm going to ask 10 questions. The first person to raise their hand will have a chance to answer that question.
Sure.
If they are wrong or don't know the answer or say something very stupid, and the other person will have a chance to go.
You'll hear this if they're wrong. What are you going to hear if they're right? There you go. If they say some bullshit,
Fuck you.
there you go.
Nice.
That was the trivia game. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
My phone froze. I had a bunch and then it fucking reset. Now they're all gone. Oh, hold on.
Oh, God.
All right. Question number 1.
Okay.
What is the only mammal with 4 knees?
What?
What is the only mammal with 4 knees? Coley.
I want to say a giraffe.
Nope.
Fuck.
Josh first two.
Horse?
No.
It's probably gonna be like whale or
It's
something.
the elephant.
Elephant. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, all the other ones have backwards.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about the
Those aren't
elephants.
considered knees, huh?
I always considered elephants reptiles, though.
Reptile.
Ha ha ha! That was a funny joke. Nobody really? Okay.
I laughed.
I got an exhale. That's not a laugh.
I mean, that's a pretty good laugh from Keenan.
Ow! Fuck! I just kicked my mic.
Next question. What is the name of Thor's hammer? Coley.
Mjolnir.
Yep.
Or as my favorite interview with Paul Rudd and all the Marvel people, they're all trying to say Mjolnir, and they're like, "What is Thor's hammer's name?" And he goes, "Jonathan."
It's so good.
That would have been an acceptable answer.
Jonathan?
Jonathan?
Question number 3. A fossil. Oh, actually, let me ask this differently. Which famous painter has a fossil named after them?
Ooh.
Josh?
Aristotle.
Don't. Nope. I have so many things to correct you on that with. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, that's not.
That should deserve a fuck you for sure.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I mean, I didn't say it to be funny. I just said it because I'm stupid.
Oh no.
Da Vinci?
No. Damn. It's Georgia O'Keeffe. New Mexico.
okay. Nope.
Nope. Really?
Nope.
No.
Painted the hills. Oh, okay.
Oh, Aristotle was a philosopher.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even know how to. Also,
I mean, he painted,
paleontologists
painted the mind.
weren't really around back then.
I mean, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And naming things and scientific.
I don't know.
This bone. I've been called it Aristotle. Like, no, that's Jim. He died like 7 months ago.
Question number 4. What is the largest land mammal in North America? Coley.
Moose?
Incorrect.
What? Fucking what?
Josh.
Grizzly bear?
No.
God damn.
Bison.
Ah.
What?
Yeah,
Okay, they're
they're
thick, but
well,
have you seen a moose?
Yeah, they're tall.
They're
Bison
fucking
are-
huge.
That's not a bad. That's the very next probably thing that's big.
That is the most terrifying thing to see. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, look at deer, an elk. Why is that one so big?
Why is that one 10 feet tall?
They got big nose.
It's for sniffing.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
In the film National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, done. Got
what
it.
did Aunt Bethany recite when asked to say a blessing? Coley.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
Correct. That was the funniest fucking scene. I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, and everyone's like, they stand up and put their like, what? Take their hats off.
Oh, so funny. What are we at? Like 4-0? 3-0?
Yeah, I've not gotten the correct buzzer. Actually, are you at 4, Coley? Yeah, you probably have 4.
What? No.
3.
3.
No.
2?
I didn't get any right. That was the only one I've gotten right.
Oh,
You got-
really?
You got, you got Mjolnir.
Oh,
yeah,
2.
yeah, okay, 2. That's right.
I mean, 1. Just 1.
2
Thanks.
to 0.
Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy.
pay attention. Oh, God.
I usually count on my fingers, but I forgot. 2. Yeah. 'cause yep. 2. Are you okay?
What is the fruit of the ananas comasus? Coley.
Pineapple.
Yes.
Everywhere in the world, it's called ananas,
It's funny.
except for here.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why are we like pineapple? There's nothing about it that's piney. It doesn't look like a fucking apple.
It's pokey.
That doesn't mean it's piney.
Like a pine tree. Poke.
It's a different kind of poke, though.
I know, but
Needly poke.
I'll kill you.
Okay.
Okay.
I know where you sleep.
Wow.
In my bed.
Civil, please. We have to cut this commercial break. Sponsored by this week's kombucha. What color
Twisted
is
tea.
what color is the cross on the Swedish flag? Coley.
Blue. No, yellow.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. The outside's
Yeah.
blue. Okay. I almost said white, but I'm like, that's Switzerland.
4-0.
It's yellow. Lello. Like marigold.
Let's see if I can get on the board.
Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. Oh.
I love those Swedish colors. They're really pleasing.
Yeah, I love the Swedish House Mafia.
Well, I think I've listened to like one song by them.
It's the only one you need to listen by them.
Yeah, and it was in a vodka commercial.
Yeah.
I think it's Greyhound.
Okay, here's one. Ready?
Anyway,
In what year was the first Call of Duty game released?
I just looked this up. I don't know why, but I did.
Josh.
2003.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
On the board.
Jesus.
That was like a game one.
I almost said 2004.
Yeah, jeez.
Wow. 2003. Fuck.
What Asian?
And that was just Call of Duty.
Yeah.
yeah.
just-
Oh yeah, Call of
Yeah,
Duty.
that's
It's
crazy.
horrible. What Asian leader? I'm joking.
What'd you say?
I thought you were looking at me all judgy. Are you just paying attention?
No, I'm always judgy.
You just turned over all weird.
Yeah.
What Asian leader was known as the Little Brown Saint? Josh.
Oh God, no. It's Gandhi.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mahatma
Oh my
Gandhi.
God. I forgot. Like I was like, ah, shit. He's not actually a leader, was he?
Fuck
Like,
yeah. He led like a whole fucking march, man.
People followed him.
Followed, like literally followed him. I'm pretty sure I've asked like 10. I'll do one more.
Okay.
Jonathan? I'm actually you right there. His hammer, his name's Mjolnir, but his axe hammer is Stormbreaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no
Different.
Sounds like you had a very special and intimate relationship with it, Hima. Or, is that
Oh,
what it is?
shit.
Yeah. That
Hammer.
sucks, man.
And it was akin to losing a friend.
Yeah.
I'd swing my hammer and it would pull me off. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hammer pulled you off?
Yeah, pulled you off, mate. No, it was
No.
it pulled me up. It's pulled me off.
And I would fly.
I'd fly. Oh, it's pretty nice, mate. Yeah, it's not bad.
That's the stone guy, right?
Yeah, Korg.
Korg.
Voiced by Taika Waititi.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Taito-titi.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Egg Foo is the enemy of what superhero?
Excuse me?
Oh, God damn it.
Egg Foo is the enemy of what superhero? Coley.
Squirrel Girl.
No.
She's a superhero.
Fuck yeah.
No, she's a superhero. Look it up.
Yeah,
She's
that's,
Marvel.
that's real. Yeah.
Squirrel Girl.
I didn't say that it wasn't
Oh.
real. I'm just saying your answer's stupid.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, Egg Foo is. I mean, that would be the nice.
You see, my like
antagonist to
I can
Squirrel Girl.
I
Yeah.
can think it, but I can't. I don't know superheroes, so I'm just gonna let this one pass.
describe
Say
it. To me.
say a superhero.
Describe it to me.
The Asian Marvel one.
What?
He has
There's-
rings. It's not Sonic.
Say it. Say
It's
it.
not Sonic.
So he would no, but Egg Foo is the enemy of what super?
Isn't Shang-
Just say
Shang-Chi?
something.
Is that
Yeah,
what
Shang
you're
Chi. That's what I'm.
No, Wonder Woman.
Ah, well here,
saying?
let
Egg
me.
Foo?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't even
Ah.
Marvel. It was DC.
We just said superhero.
I didn't say anything about
No,
Marvel.
I know, but we
Oh.
automatically were like, oh, it's Marvel. But no, it's DC. Wow, my nerd is showing. Fuck me. dude.
Well, Josh got one,
I got two.
too.
Yeah.
And the winner is Coley again.
24.
Hard. It's hard when you have an autistic friend.
I'm not diagnosed autistic,
No,
so
I
it's
know.
not.
It's
It
not
makes
fair.
it makes sense, but it's not on paper.
I feel like you're studying because in the beginning of this podcast, the first like 4 months, this didn't happen.
I was nervous.
All of a sudden. Yeah.
I was nervous. Yeah, I just study every fact about everything ever.
Did you start going to trivia?
I've gone to a couple trivias,
Mm.
but I'm not like religiously going to trivia.
I
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah, in Seattle.
Yeah.
I went to one. It was fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My dad was trying to get me to stay in Seattle for tonight for a trivia, and I really wanted to, but I also
Ooh.
didn't want to stay 9 hours just waiting for trivia.
Yeah, it's a long time to wait for trivia.
Nah.
We should do trivia sometime. They have it at like Menace on, or not Menace, Sweet as Waffles.
See?
I don't know if they still
This guy
do it.
trivias.
Yeah, that's at Thursdays, I think.
Thursdays, yeah. Menace is Tuesdays.
Yeah, it flips around.
Archer Ale House does it. I think like almost every
Like every bar.
bar does it. or-
McKay's did it for a while. They probably still do.
Yep, Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Breweries.
Let's do that one. I like McKay's a lot.
But yeah, I'd be down to triviaize.
We should go to Menace, dude. They have
Mhm.
good beer.
It's true.
Fuck, they have good beer. They have a beer, dude. Oh my god, it's like a honey beer. Holy cannoli.
Aged in a
you've talked
barrel
about it.
casket.
Fucking A, it's so good.
There's cask. There was a Overflow Taps. They have like a peach bourbon barrel aged cider.
Oh.
Bourbon.
Peach bourbon barrel aged cider. So
Bourbon
good.
barrel aged.
So good.
Where's that one?
It's in Barkley, next to my house. 3 minutes from my house.
Oh yeah. I've been there. Okay. It's like it's right next to the there's a massage place right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a good
Barkley Massage.
I haven't been to what's the one right over there by Dairy Queen?
Oh, the tamales place?
No.
Okay.
Where's Dairy Queen?
It's like off of Cordata.
Yeah, near like the first roundabout.
Oh.
By the go-kart place.
Yeah, there's a brewery there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been
Pretty
there.
new.
Yeah, I forgot. It's just opened up recently. Yeah.
I want to say like Remington, but that's wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, yeah,
Call-
this is a very
Boring conversation.
It is very boring. Call in, tell us how fucking boring we are, and tell us what brewery that is.
We need
'cause
we need suggestions
I'm
for
gonna lose
episodes,
sleep
guys.
over it. Yeah. Call in.
Yeah, well, I gotta say thank you, listener Kyle, for the suggestion of Bill versus Steve.
There you go.
There you go.
Billy
More
Steve.
suggestions. Do it, please. Do
Yeah.
it.
Also, this isn't a listener question, but there was a listener comment about when we were talking about different like fashion styles and stuff. They said low-rise jeans are directly on or below the hips. Early 2000s fashion. Glad to leave it in the past. Haha.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I like low-rise jeans. That was fun.
Below the hips.
Yeah.
So like,
So my
Crack
ass was
showing.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I
great.
mean-
you pull your boxers up.
yeah,
so your
for
boxers
guys.
are high waters.
but we're not talking about for guys. This is not a guy. Low rise pants is a girl.
It's so your ass crack necessarily didn't have to show, but most of the
Damn near
time I
close.
think it would. So like it would be you'd see the whale tails then.
It's not
whale tail.
gender
Whale
specific.
tail, yeah.
Yeah, on the back of the thong.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
like
low waisted jeans that is a very gender specific.
It doesn't matter what gender you are. You can wear whatever you want.
That's a fucking. I'm just saying.
You're being
That's
insensitive.
like saying that's okay.
You're being insensitive.
That is literally super.
I know what you're saying. God
oh,
damn it.
God. Coley trying to fit in.
Did it work?
Doesn't look good on you.
Do you think they'll notice?
Do you think they'll like me?
Yeah. Nobody will tell, right?
Oh man. Well, thank you for listening to
woke. Sorry.
thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Div. Next
Thanks.
week we'll be discussing atheist versus agnostic.
Oh boy.
Jail
That's
versus
crazy.
prison. Gorillas versus chimps.
Two pretty crazy topics, and then,
And
like,
then his
gorillas.
Guess who's the animal guy? Welcome to Coley's Animal Corner. You just gotta start saying that every time.
That's
Just like you should
Wild
bring like a
birds.
little like on your phone, little like YouTube video of just birds and
jungle
sounds.
noises.
Welcome
jungle
to Coley's
sounds.
Animal Corner.
Actually, I should probably make a drop for that.
We
That'd be so
could
good.
do an animal drop. Yeah. Haha, I get a drop. You guys don't.
That's true.
Welcome to Keenan's philosophy.
Okay.
Dot.
Okay, fucking Aristotle.
No, welcome.
Could be anything.
What's it
Great
called?
painter, by the way.
What's the fucking box called?
Pandora.
Welcome to Keenan's philosophy.
Pandora's
No,
box.
doesn't flow.
Keenan's philosophy box?
Philosophy box.
Yeah. Show off your box, Keenan.
Welcome to Keenan's philosophy. Schrodinger's philosophy. Pandora box crosswalk.
Bill.
Bill.
Why? Where's the crosswalk come in?
I don't
The
know.
Beatles.
Okay.
Yeah. That's probably it.
All right, everybody.
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed? Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect
Do
with
it.
us at what'sthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553 or
Bitch.
send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
It's an email. Send it to our email Gmail. Put a voice clip in it. Upload that document. Sincerely, yours favorite listener. That's what you should sign it.
Do you have CSI
Forward it
documents?
to all my friends and family.
Send it
At
to
least 10
us.
of them. They're all like, "What is this? What are you sending me?"
We'll close the
What is this?
Pentagon. We'll make some shit happen. Let's get the ball rolling, yo.
Forward the emails. Make one of those Facebook. Jesus.
Holy shit.
Why'd you do that?
I just wanted the noise, but for whatever reason, YouTube is very loud.
Oh,
That scared the shit out of me, dude. Enjoy that outro, everybody. Sorry about your ears. We're going to turn that down in post, so you're going to be like, wasn't that loud? Fuck's sake, that was full blast for us.
Oh my God.
might just cut that out.
Dude, I already have tinnitus.
What?
I can't
now
hear.
I'm scared too. Huh? What did he say?
I don't know.
He said something about something with AARP, huh?
So you just became old after blowing your eardrums?
What did he say?
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye. 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 Bye.